Hello, it's Tamara Hunter, and we're counting down. It is 41 days until the second annual Giving Tuesday event is going to be taking place. Yes, you have heard me right. Second annual. And what was the first annual? Well, we're talking about Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday, if you don't know, is the largest philanthropic day of the year. And we are going to be hearing from, you're going to actually get to see in just a few minutes, our Giving Tuesday sizzle from last year. Yes, we had one. It was a very fun event that we had. It was the first annual, sorry guys, I'm trying to do too many things. I've got a whole production studio going on here. It was the very first annual Service Heroes event that was benefiting the Chemo Buddies for Life nonprofit that I am the executive director and co-founder of. We are having our second annual, but what I'd like to do right now is to share with you, and I'm working on it right now that we can share it in a few minutes here, the screen for the sizzle reel that was created. And I talked about, should I just take two? No, I don't give up, and I have been running a mile a minute here, and sometimes that's what happens, is that you have snafus, and and I'm glad for it, because we are having a live event. Think, do you guys remember the Jerry Lewis telethon? I actually do. And one of my volunteers, good morning, Shannon Hughes. So good to see you, my friend, one of our service heroes, and someone that is really doing some amazing stuff. If you don't know who Shannon is, you want to check him out. He's got a movement that is all about making a difference out there. He has a podcast. He is a best-selling author of multiple books. I just absolutely adore you, Shannon. Thank you for dropping by. All right, so we are talking about a live event. Last year, we had one. Shannon, I think you stopped by and participated, at least in comments. It was a lot of fun. It was really crazy. Think of Jerry Lewis telethon comes to the modern day. Now I know. Now I know. I didn't know until a couple days ago that there are some baby boomers, and even some that I didn't think really were baby boomers, that didn't know who Jerry Lewis was, or the Jerry Lewis telethon. Okay, check it out. Go on Google. Look it up in history books, guys. Wink, wink. Because we are going to be bringing that concept to the modern day with Chemo Buddies for Life, our Give-A-Thon. This is the second annual of many to come. So, why am I sharing this? Because, excuse me, guys, it's really dry here. We're going to be talking about that. We got another Santa Ana that's happening here in the Southern California area, and we're going to talk about what happened in Texas and everything in just a moment. But before we get there, I want to share something with you. Okay, I'm going to screen share here. Let me find it. Okay, so let me get this prepared for you guys. And so we have it. All right, I'm going to bring this up to the line, and I'm going to make me small, and you guys are going to get to see our first annual sizzle reel. And you're going to appreciate what has happened in the last year and see the evolution. I'm giving you a behind the scenes of the evolution of what is going to become one of the largest nonprofits, very unique nonprofit that is going to actually change the way cancer is done globally. Yes, I know that's a pretty strong statement. However, I feel absolutely comfortable in making it. So let me share with you this let me get it this way. This particular sizzle reel, I'm going to get it going. Make sure that we've got sound on. Sound is on. And okay, so I'm going to play this. And this was a creation from Rodney Clements out of Las Vegas. And he did this as a volunteer last year. All right, so let's make this happen. Pretty cool, right? Thank you, Rodney, for creating our very first annual sizzle reel. There we go. It's always fun in streaming media live. All right, so now our whole production team, we have one. Our whole team is getting ready for this event. And we are right now having you save the date. We've been counting down. It's 41 days and counting until we go live. And I want to talk about what it is that we are doing with Chemo Buddies for Life. Chemo Buddies for Life is all about connections. It's all about a community. And I actually, one of the reasons I went late, and then it's been kind of cattywampus, is that I have to, I go see doctors still. I'm one of the buddies. And in fact, I'm a co-founder because when you saw at the end of that sizzle reel, the two of us, that was my original buddy, Martha, and I in pink wigs. Yes, having some fun, making people laugh. That's what we did. She's now moved on, and I am running the movement. And I'm very proud of it. And we've got plenty of amazing people. And in 1 year, it's amazing what can happen. We have a facelift. We have a different logo. We have a whole team. And we are now calling it by its real name. And that is, we are calling it by our name. It is our Give-A-Thon. And this right here was developed by our branding team and our writing team that came together with our graphic artist. I want to say thank you to all of them. And I want to say what it is that we are doing. In the upper image, that is a support buddy, Renee. That is one of our chemo buddies and one of our very first volunteers, Brett, and one of my buddies, Lisa. And then the next image down below is another support buddy and also a volunteer, which Renee is. Both are volunteers again this year, Michelle Finnegan-Nixon. Many of you may recognize her. I want to do a little reading, though, because, I think this was so beautiful what they came to, what they wrote. And then we're going to go into being prepared. Okay, we all have known or been touched by someone who has waited and received the call from the doctor about their current test results. The heart starts to pound and the mind starts to race, and it is the doctor on the other line. They take a deep breath. Okay, so you're waiting and you hear from the doctor is calling, and you take a deep breath and you know that the diagnosis is about to be revealed. Then comes those words that no human wants to ever hear. You have cancer. That conversation changes a life forever. And after the initial shock, you or the person that you love that has just been diagnosed slips into a vast stream of emotions, from isolation and fear to depression. It can lead them feeling lost, lonely, disempowered, and not knowing where to turn or what is next. We want you to know we have created a solution where they can never be alone in the fight to fight this obstacle. Chemo Buddies for Life supports all cancers, all stages. We are building a strong buddies network that is healing through connections. We believe that those facing cancer should have a buddy. The patient and those who love and support them. Our stand is that it doesn't matter what treatment you choose, be it traditional, alternative, adjunctive. Our purpose is for them to not be alone. Then it goes on. Beautiful, isn't it? The team of volunteers that we have are incredible, and I want to say thank you to you all. I'm going to highlight one of them right now. In fact, one of them that's in this picture. Her name is Renee Reich. Renee nearly attacked me. She tackled me at an event over a year ago. Her father had just been diagnosed. I had introduced myself and talked about my purpose. I had been on a panel. She came running over, and from there, our lives have never been the same. We have been on this journey together. You know what? Hi there, one of our volunteers, one of the next impactors. She was one of them that made it into a top group. Someone that is one of our health and wellness, I want to say gurus. They're more than volunteers. She's more than an ambassador. She is incredible. I love you too, Noelle. Thank you for everything that you are doing. We have such amazing people within our organization. That's why I'm taking every day. And here soon, starting in November, guess what? Service Heroes is going to be coming back, the show. Yes. So I will be on in the morning and I will be on in the afternoon or evening, depending on what time zone you're in. And we are going to be counting down on both. And you will be able to hear on Service Heroes from many of our volunteers, some of our sponsors, some of those that have donated raffle items, and more, so much more. So Renee, I want to just say thank you to Renee at this very moment in time, because Renee has joined us, and at first she started on one team, and then you know what, she realized what her talent truly is. She is a very good editor. She can edit copy like no one's business, and you know what, this girl absolutely needs her. So she has volunteered as one of our editors, and she is editing not only Chemo Buddy for Life copy, but also the copy that I am required to be sending out there now as the first global next impactor. In fact, Renee, I need to contact you because I got another story that I'm just finishing up for another international magazine. Okay, so who wants in? Who wants in to get your message out there? I want to say thank you to one of our newest donation, and he's actually joining our cause, Stephen Smith, and with his nonprofit, Live with Nature. Live with Nature actually gave us a donation today, and I want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to Stephen Smith, because he is going to be also joining us in our volunteerism as a volunteer. So thank you very much. Now, I want to ask, are you ready? Are you ready? And you may say, well, are you ready for what? You know what? I agree with you, Noelle. She is. She's incredible, that one. Little spunk. She's a little spunky one. Yes, I love her too. But I love you all. I do. That's what's so great about our organization and our cause. And I will say this is that so many people are starting to feel as though they're being called to help us. And if you're feeling that call, contact me, because you know what? You are being called. And you will be able to talk to others that have been called, because this is a movement that is going to change the world. And we are doing it for one person at a time. Each person is important. So we need many to help that one person feel important. And if that person is you, or someone that you know and love, or in honor of someone that you knew and loved and that's gained their wings, oh my, are you ready to join us? And are you ready in case you are testing and you get that call? Hello, doctor. Oh, okay. All right. What's my next step? To get a buddy? Yes. Your next step, if you hear those 3 words, don't do it alone. Get a buddy. I also want to ask, are you prepared in case? Are you ready in case? We have buddies all over the world. We have buddies in many, if not every one of the 50 states. We had a tornado, a North tornado that one of my buddies, I didn't even know. One of my buddies was like, I'm all right. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm glad you're all right. And then she's like, didn't you know? And I've been deep into what we're doing to get ready for our event. And I didn't know about this, that Texas had been hit. We have a lot of buddies in Texas. We have a lot of volunteers in Texas. And we right now are going into another time. In fact, one of our Texas volunteers right now, speaking of, hello, my dear. I'm talking about, are you ready? And Teresa will tell you, because Teresa knows me well. She's one of my very best friends, and she's one of my buddies. And she's one of our media team, and she's an ambassador. What isn't she? I don't know. She's incredible. She was a top 25 of the Next Impactor. And yes, she's from Texas. One of my passions, guys, is that, and I talk a lot about this with Chemo Buddies for Life, I am a Girl Scout. Being a Girl Scout is similar to being a Boy Scout, except for we're girls. And we are prepared. We earn badges. And I went all the way, guys. I went all the way. Yeah. So, I thought, I have stuff all over because I truly believe in being prepared. So I thought, okay, I'll get a few. I was actually looking for something else, and I checked. I thought, okay, I love you too, Teresa. You know it. I love you. I just, it. Got a lot of love going on in this group of ours. If you need it, join us. Okay. So I decided, okay, while I was in there getting what I thought I was going to use for my prop to make a point, I checked my batteries in these things. Okay, one is working. Oh, they're both working now. One wasn't working. Okay, good. But we need to know that we're prepared. Now, yeah, these are for if something happens. I'm in earthquake country, and in the middle of the night, things happen. If I needed to go and turn off my gas, I even have a stronger one than this. I like this because I'm picture oriented. I'm visual. We all have our different specialties or different ways of learning. I'm visual. So I can turn on, I'm not going to do it, but I could turn on my light, and I could then look and see and take my heavier one and turn off my gas if I needed. Should that be the requirement for me to be able to protect and be ready? It doesn't take a lot to be ready and to not feel fearful. And I want you part of what I'm all about with this community of ours is to be there for each other and to help each other to remember to be ready. So reach out to those that you love, reach out to those that you know. If you know someone in the area, make sure that they are okay. If you know someone and you are in the Southern California area, we are going into another event. I am hearing another few days of Santa Ana winds. We had loss of life from some of the wildfires that just took place. Don't take it for granted that you are going to be okay. It's much better to just have a 72-hour kit, a bug out bag, some people call it, and you can go to Google it. I'm not going to say you have to go here or there. There's a lot of really great lists, but go and find a list that makes sense for you and your family. And remember, your pets are family too. They need their own bags. Okay, enough said. And also have one in your car. Okay, there you go. So I have my I bought these during Mardi Gras. I want to make that clear. I said yesterday about my Mardi Gras necklace. I called them beads. There's a whole different meaning to Mardi Gras beads. No, this is a necklace I bought, guys. Wink, wink. And I am heading out to Phoenix for a few speaking gigs, or I'll be supporting others that are speaking. And at one event, they have a Mardi Gras theme. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go and have some fun. You don't have to think in terms of being ready as like, oh, man, I got to get ready. No, being ready can be for a party. It can be all about fun. It can be, if you hear those 3 words, being ready to know that there are buddies here for you, that there is a community, and we are raising your awareness to that. So as I start to close, I want you to know that we would like for you to go to our landing page right now and register so that you will know when our first of 2 websites goes live that we're preparing for you. We have full teams doing this, like the team that helped create this beautiful one page is what we're calling it right now. And it explains about us and explains why someone would want to donate to us. So I am going to put here for you to remember while you're there and registering, hit the donation button. And I'll put your name here. Let me know if you want your name or your company name known. That's what Stephen did. And let's get your name on the ticker tape. All right. And then also, I'm going to put in the image for our store because we have one and we have fun images in there. Go check it out. Support us. All proceeds go straight to the 501c3. We are a nonprofit. All right. So go out there, make it an amazing day, and remember that together we can make a difference. And together, we can impact the world.